What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Then We Eat. Today's show is going to be a bit of a shorter one. It's a tutorial video. It's going to make more sense next week when the full video comes out, but for today, I'm going to be showing you how to cut up a chicken. So, cutting up a chicken actually seems like it's quite complicated, but it's really not. I learned how to do this a few years ago from Martin Yan, a Chinese chef. Now he does his in 18 seconds. I can't even talk fast enough to cut up a chicken in 18 seconds, but I will show you today how to cut it up and get it ready for some fried chicken. So this is going to sound absolutely insane, but it actually does make a difference. First thing we're going to do, we're going to massage our chicken. So let's go ahead and start massaging. So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to take the legs of the chicken and you're going to go rotate in a circular motion, up and down in a circular motion. Again, this sounds ridiculous, but honestly, it really does relax and loosen your chicken. It's going to be a lot easier to find those joints and a lot easier to cut it up. So you're going to just massage it a bit. And as you can see, when we started, the chicken legs were more sat up. Now they just kind of fall. So it's nice and relaxed and ready to go. So next thing we're going to do, as Yen likes to say, just wing it. So you're just going to take the wings, you're just going to kind of flap them like wings. Just loosen them up, get them all nice and loose. That should be nice and good. You can see they kind of just flop around now. So now the really fun part. We're going to turn our chicken this way. We're going to stand our chicken up. As you can see, those legs are nice and flapping around, nice and loose and relaxed. So we should be good to start cutting it up now. So the first thing we're going to do, we'll turn it over. Actually, I'll turn it like this. We're going to cut our wings off. So you're going to just make a score. You can see a bit of a line here, so just make a score in there. Then there's a joint. You're going to pop the joint and then just cut it off. And there's a nice wing for you. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. Take it, turn it like this. You see that joint line? Just take your knife, score it. Actually broke the other joint, not the one I wanted. Apparently, it's not loose and relaxed enough. Just give it a bit more. And there you go. Popped. Just wasn't quite far enough. As you can see, it cut through the bone instead of missing and going on the joint. So that was my fault. There's two legs done, or your wings done. So let's go to the leg next. So again, similar concept. So you're going to take the leg. You're going to score it right in here. And again, there's a joint. So you can pop that joint. You can see the bones sticking out there. So you're going to take your knife. Just cut it off right at the joint. Actually, as you can see here, there's a little bit of thigh meat in there that you could have cut off as well. I cut it a little short, but that's okay. It can be for stock later. And if you want to see a stock video later, look out for that video coming in the future. We'll make some chicken stock, and one day soon. So again, I'll move this leg, these legs and wings out of the way. I've got a bowl over here for now. I'll just stick them in there. So again, same things. Take your knife, make a little slit, pop that joint, and then cut it off. And as you can see, that's a much nicer leg than the last one. You got the full thigh there instead of this shorted bit that I left on the last one. So now the interesting part. We've got this back here. This is the spine. And we've got the breasts right here. So we're going to take our knife. We're going to cut right between the breast and the backbone. we're actually going to cut the backbone right off. So as you can see, you can actually kind of just follow it right along. As you pop that out of there, the whole back's going to just fall right off. And again, there it is. There's the neck as well. So just go right in there between the bones. Right in between them. A little trouble finding the edge of this bone over here. There it is. And there you have it. So there's your backbone and all the ribs. This is perfect for stock. So what we're going to do, I'm going to freeze this, save it for later. Every time we do fried chicken, I do it this way. At least if you do it yourself, you know exactly what pieces you're getting and you save money. You can go to the store, you can buy just thighs, you can buy just legs. But if you're going to buy a cut up full chicken, you're going to pay a lot more than if you just buy a chicken and cut it up yourself. And you end up with a back plate, and the more of those you have, the more chicken stock you can make. So I'm going to freeze this up, save it for later. You'll see us making stock in the future. So now you've got this nice breast here. Well, it's actually a double breast. There's two breasts here. So what you're going to do, you're just going to take your knife, cut right through the breastplate, cut these chicken breasts right in half. And you're going to need a pretty sharp knife for this step. Those bones are pretty hard. There you have it. There's one chicken breast. Skin's kind of falling off. Just kind of peel that back over top. There's one. And again, the skin's kind of falling apart a bit, as it does. Peel that back over. There's your second one. So the next thing we're going to do, I'm actually going to cut these in half. These are some pretty big chicken pieces to be eaten. So just cut it in half. Again, you're going to need a sharp knife because you are going to have to cut through that breastbone. But there you have it. There's two pieces of breast meat, nice and ready to go. I'll go ahead. I'll cut up this one. Just take your knife and push down once you get through the meat. And again, there's a second run ready to go. So I'll put those in the bowl, and I'm going to pull the legs back out now. I'm not finished with the legs. Everything else is finished with. It's all ready to go. But the legs, there's one more step. So with the legs, if you peel back the skin just a bit, you can see this fat line that runs right here. This is actually more or less your separator line between your thigh and your chicken leg. So if you take your knife and you just kind of cut right between that fat, it comes off perfectly. You don't even really have to cut through the bone or anything. It just comes right off and you're good to go. You've got two perfectly cut pieces of chicken, a thigh and a leg. So again, same concept. We're going to do it again. See that fat line right through there? You just take your knife, run it right along that fat line. Ooh, this time I missed. But you can kind of feel the bone in there. So I was just slightly off. The fat line wasn't quite where it was supposed to be. So again, as you can see, you've got a bit of a joint line between your thigh and your leg. So you just gotta want to go right in between them. That flat line will generally show you where to go. Then you're just gonna finish it. And again, you've got a beautiful wing and a beautiful leg. So there we have it. We've got 10 pieces of chicken, all cut up and ready to be used as fried chicken. And then of course, in addition to that, you've also got your back, which is right here. So there it is. Obviously, I don't want salmonella poisoning, so there's nothing for me to try here today. I'm definitely not going to pick up the chicken and just start gnawing on it because it's going to make you pretty sick, or it could anyway. So thanks for watching this video. Let us know down in the comments below how helpful this video was, and if you'd like to see other tutorials on videos just like this in the future. And don't forget, first we cook, then we eat. Unfortunately, I'll be eating tomorrow when I make the fried chicken. See you tomorrow, or next week in this case.